Hey salam, welcome to the makeup chair. Today I'm going to show you how I do my structured defined brow. I first brush out the brow hairs. Thereafter, I'm going to stencil the shape of my brows. First, from the bottom and then the top. I do this mainly because I do not shape, tweeze or wax the brows as I said in a previous video, so you cannot see a definitive beginning and ending of my brow. I also do not have enough brows to do laminated brows or fluffy brows. So this particular style of brow works for me. My hairs are there, but they're extremely sparse and thin. So I'm just stenciling it into the shape that I want. This is how you can measure where your brow needs to end and where it needs to start and where your arch has to be. I'll take the pencil, beginning, and the arch at the end of the iris eye color. Now just make strokes, like hair-like strokes in between the stencil. Just gonna give the color and mimic hair strokes in the front very lightly. Oops. And use the back of the eyebrow pencil. Just fluff out the brow and make it more natural. So let me speak about brow never looking the same. So brows are never twins. Sometimes they can be sisters and sometimes they can even be cousins. So don't stress too much if you can't get it exactly the same. My brows are completely different from each other. So now I'm just going back because I've checked the height of the other brow and trying to make it as close to each other as possible, but I'm not gonna faff too much to make it perfect. And as you can notice, it's an ombre brow, meaning our natural brows are not as heavier in the front and they get darker on the end. And when you fill in your brows, you follow the same routine. I'm now going to use the Bobbi Brown Skin Full Cover Concealer in the shade Warm Honey to carve out the brow and clean it and make it more defined. I use a flat brush. It's not a hard one. It's got a nice angle to it. And you first want to just carve out the bottom. I've used a color that's not too light. It's about 2 shades brighter than my skin because I'm going to use it as a lid primer as well. Once again, just carving out the bottom to make it look more defined. I am now putting a little bit more where my hairs are that I do not clean, just to blur it a bit more. I don't mind if my hairs show a bit, and I don't always conceal my brows. Sometimes I would just leave it as is. Taking a bit more, just there where the hairs are. I don't use a lot of concealer on top. I use very little just to carve out and clean it and make it look more defined on top. And I'll do the same to the other side. And now I take the other side of the brush, which is a dual brush. It's got a fluffy side at the back, and this helps me to blend out the concealer at the bottom, dragging it downwards and patting gently to blend it in. So if I wasn't going to wear makeup for the day and I just wanted to have the defined brow, I could wear it as is without going in with eyeshadow or anything. I also just like to take a little bit that's left on the brush and buff it through the middle, and then just gently blend in the teeny bit of concealer that I have on top. So right there, I just noticed that the one tail a little bit thinner and it's more defined on the one side than the other side. So don't be scared to go back in with your concealer as I'm doing here, and just giving it a bit more. There we go. Just a bit more uniformity. Once again, I cannot get it perfect, but I'm quite happy with that. There we go. Getting that tail a bit sharper like the other side. And that's my defined shape brow. What's left, I'm just going to blend it onto the rest of the lid. So the only reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to do a continuation look from this in the next few videos. So I'm just prepping the lid. Just grabbing a bit more concealer. Okay. Also note that this concealer has a nice matte finish, so it's the perfect concealer to use for prepping the eye for eyeshadow and for cutting and defining the brow. I'm going to take my fluffy brush again with a little bit of the NARS Light Reflecting Translucent Crystal Powder. Once again, saturating the brush with powder and then pressing it into the back of the hand, into the brush, so that you don't get too much powder, and it just gives a nice soft blend. Once again, just taking that brush that has already saturated powder on and just doing a soft blend on the top. No creases, clean. I also want to show you that it doesn't transfer. Nice and matte and ready for eyeshadow application. Thanks for watching.